Well, let's have a look at some of the latest projects I've been working on. Number one, I was putting together this ring, Signet ring, for no particular reason, just to see what's what. And then I was going to mount a Canadian Centennial quarter, or nickel, sorry. These are made in 1967 Canadian Centennial. There's a whole set of them that come with like animals on the back. This one's a nickel. It's got like a jackrabbit or something on there. But eventually we'll mount that right on there like that. This isn't silver. These are made out of solid nickel. So I've been I got to thin it out like some more, like thin it right out so it doesn't look so bulky on there. But eventually I'll mount it on there with a bezel. It should look fairly decent. And number two, I was working on making myself a new pipe. This is the one I've been using since high school. So for about 35 years. Like I bought this thing for like $5 out of the novelty shop. It comes apart in 4 pieces. Basically, there you go, well used, but wearing out. The threads are all flat. You can see the threads are all nice and flat on there. And the only thing that really holds it together is the gunk inside. So I decided I wanted a new one, so I decided I was going to make one out of sterling silver. This one comes apart. Just like that. I started by making this piece, which is just a solid chunk of sterling. I just sandcasted it in a plug. Basically pushed a bolt into some sand, into some casting sand. Drilled it out by hand. That's why it looks a little bit off. But I drilled all this by hand. I didn't use any drill presses or anything, so you'll notice it's a little bit off in a few places. But threaded the top hole, threaded the bottom, put the threading die in there, and then just turned it on a drill by hand to get this basic shape. Next thing I did was make the bowl. Just this top piece, and then I cut a disc, put it on the bottom, soldered it on the bottom just to give it a little more thread. Threaded this silver tube in there, soldered it all down, and put a little bit of shape into it with a round file right there. Next, I made the tubing, the actual tubing or the stem. And I didn't have any draw plates, and I wasn't going to order any pre-made tubing, so I just made my own. Threaded the ends, and again, you can see it's a little bit thicker on one side there. So, and then the mouthpiece, again, I just casted another silver plug, drilled the center out, but didn't quite get it centered all the way through and through. You can see it's a little bit off because, again, I didn't use any drill presses, and then just turned it with a drill to get these basic grooves in there. But all in all, works pretty good. It goes together both ways. You can put it together this way. this tube. This outer sleeve is a little bit tricky. I just made that last night. That's just a basic sleeve that goes on. Oh, doesn't want to go that way. Okay, after a small adjustment there, sorry about that, that outer sleeve now fits on that tubing. Back piece screws on. And again, like I was saying earlier, you can put it in through this way and put the bowl on. And it sits very low profile, but it falls over because I gotta maybe file a flat spot on the back side of it there. But I prefer it like this. And there you see it's all together. And the whole thing weighs, I don't know if you can really see that. A nice clean 54 grams. Maybe we'll cut some decorations or wrap some wire in here somehow and decorate this stem a little bit. But other than that, I like it, and we're going to retire the old one. Thanks for watching.